Welcome, you guys. It is your girl, Brown Skin Exoticals, and I'm back with another video for you guys. The life of an exotical, of a mixed race woman is, even when you don't do nothing, you did something. So I was scrolling through YouTube looking for content for today's video because it's been like 2 weeks since I last posted. And I see this video that comes up under this woman, Joulezy, and it says the natural hair community / movement failed us. Now, natural hair is one of those things where even if it doesn't have anything to do with mixed race women, it has everything to do with mixed race women. So I watched like a 2 or 3 minutes of the video and I scrolled through the comment section and I found nothing but anti-mixed race, anti-exotical, anti-light skin rhetoric all in the comment section. Particularly this comment. Crazy how the natural hair movement marketing is so linked to Black men's preferences. Oh, I'm not speaking directly for myself, although I'm included, but as a general idea, we're sold and marketed what Black men find desirable. Hair products, wig extension textures, and bleaching creams. If we were to analyze it from a beauty standards point of view, we are being sold an illusion that shames our natural selves. I can't help but think we as women feel the need to be desired, and that's our Achilles heel, aka our weakness. First problem with this comment. Black men say themselves on the internet and in real life that they prefer natural hair, that they want to be able to run their hands through your hair and feel the hair, like which most groups and races of men do. So no, that's not the fault of Black men. And anything that's wrong in the Black community, anything wrong with Black women who have this inferiority complex, crab in the bucket mentality, it's the fault of mixed women, Black men, or mixed women and Black men. Secondly, she says that they're sold and marketed things that are desirable to Black men. But again, these have more to do with these women's insecurities because, like I've said, they've been able to pull Black men for millennium and be with Black men without these things. But now that they get these things, Black women want to pretend that it's the men who are at fault when, again, it's their own insecurity showing. Anytime Black women want to look presentable, they want to look good for an event, whether it be prom, any type of dancing, any type of club setting, any type of award they're being received, they're wearing a straight, wavy, or loosely curly wig that looks like mixed hair or any non-Black group of women's hair. And they do this because they see us, our phenotypes, especially us mixed and ambiguous women, as competition, and they see us as the goal. They see us as their ideal Blackness, and that's what this boils down to. They don't wear wigs and weaves to protect their natural hair or because Black hair is so versatile. If I just blow dried it and hot combed it for 5 hours, it would look like this anyways. No, they wear our hair because we're the Blackness they wish they could be, but we're mixed, and that's really what they wish they were, mixed. Now, to further prove my point that Black men do in fact like Black hair, I found this YouTube short made by this person, which is still there. And you can go on to Blacklight Podcast and just look up this video, which says, Black woman shames caller for wearing her natural hair. What happens in the video essentially is the Black woman on top is the host, and the little puff y'all see, which looks like dry, relaxed hair, I don't know how else to describe it, is a Black woman on the bottom. And you can watch this YouTube short for yourself. And then this light-skinned man, who's a pandering to Black men, so light-skinned savior, but we'll say that for another video, is doing a voiceover. So the Black woman on top, who's wearing the wavy wig, which is literally perfect for my argument, is telling the Black woman how the Black men in the comments are talking about her hair, and she tried to make her feel bad about her hair. She tried to take a little subtle passive-aggressive jabs at her hair. She was giving off that vibe and that energy. And the Black woman who's wearing her natural hair wasn't bothered by it at all. And then she does that whole double down thing and she tells Black women, hey, we should start wearing our natural hair. Again, the hostess who's wearing the wavy, exotical type hair texture. Then this light-skinned man pops up and he does a voiceover saying how it's sad and it's discouraging that Black men are the only group of men who have to tell their women that they prefer their women in their own natural hair, that they find their hair beautiful and that they find their hair desirable, because these women won't wear their natural hair on their own. And again, this is another picture of the hostess. She has her own podcast, her own channel. Again, a lot of these quote dating gurus, dating coaches are all a bunch of BS. But even regardless of this, it's the whole teaching women femininity. She's also against the quote unquote modern woman pick me behavior. She's basically a pick me. The 40-year-old who puts on makeup and says things she thinks men want and hopes she will get attentions. That type of woman she gives off. And even hearing her talk for a couple of videos, she just is that type of woman. But the thing I find hilarious is these women, again, have to be taught femininity, have to be taught basic things about being a woman, mostly through gay men or exoticals or both. For whatever reason, they always go to gay men or to mixed women and other groups of women to learn how to be a woman, which I find pitiful because they don't have their priorities in the right place. But just to show you some more of the comments that were dragging mixed women and blaming us for the natural hair community and the natural hair movement's failure, so to speak, one of them, which is the one on the bottom, was saying there's no natural hair movement. There's a natural but not too unambiguously Black hair movement. It shows in the vitriol against lip gloss and the quote movement overall. Now, for those who don't know, lip gloss is a unambiguous dark-skinned Black woman TikToker with 4C hair who leaves her 4C hair out as it is, just leaves it alone, lets it grow how it does. It clumps where it clumps. You can see a picture of her if you just look up lip gloss TikToker. And she said, when I wear my hair like this, I can only pull white men. But it's okay by me though. It was one of those little passive-aggressive comments that she would say. Quote, Black women will say, oh, she's just sharing her experience, but really it was giving off the vibes like she was just looking for attention. And Black men were like, no, we do like your hair. In fact, one Black man was so desperate to show her, hey, no, we actually do like Black women wearing their 4C, wearing their natural type 4, whatever type hair out. He took a screenshot of her and put her image and set up a profile for her on a dating app. I'm not making any of this up. This all happened a couple weeks ago, if not a month ago. And there was a bunch of DMs and a bunch of likes and a bunch of different Black men wanting to get with this woman. But again, these women will still sing this song and tell the tale that nobody likes them with 4C hair. 4C hair is the most undesirable hair. If that's so true, then why aren't light-skinned women with type 4 hair saying the same thing? Because the light-skinned women I'm seeing, the mixed-race women I'm seeing who still have the type 4 hair, they can still grow their hair just fine. They can still pull men just fine. But again, they don't want to talk about that. If that was true, then you wouldn't see the Jewel Scotts. You wouldn't see all these different light-skinned women who have natural femininity and confidence that these women don't have. They're just blaming it on hair, but we know really what the true issue boils down to. Insecurity and low self-esteem and inferiority complex. Excuse me. So I had to look up this question. When did this whole wig weave obsession start in the first place? And to be honest, it dated, well, actually the word hair weave was patented in 1951 by Black women. And to all my exoticals, mixed race people, anyone who was alive during that time and was able to see with their own eyes and experience it, what was the transition with Black hair? Meaning, what was your experience? What did you see? Was it that a lot of these women started doing this? Was it only the ugly girls doing this? Just let us know in the comment section down below. Because as you guys know, I'm young myself. I recently just turned 20, July birthday. Woo-hoo. And we'd just love to know. So a little bit about the quote-unquote woman who patented the hair weave. Her name was Christina M. Jenkins. Her birth name is Christina Mae Thompson, so that's her actual name before she got married, and she was born December 25th in 1920 in Louisiana. Now, the funny thing about this woman is she got her degree, all that good stuff, went to a school in 1943 near Baton Rouge, She moved to a city near Ohio, near Canton, and started developing her so-called hair weaving method, which was just taking a bunch of hair extensions and weaving them onto the existing hair to make the hairdo longer and appear more full, i.e., make her hair give that white woman in the movie effect. Because again, a lot of the black women of that time did not and still do not know how to take care of their hair, which shows how not much has changed over the time. And what's funny is black women will look at this and things like even the black woman, I forget her name, who invented the hot comb, as matriarchs, and oh, this is black excellence and this is black women excellence. This is black women hypocrisy at its finest, and that shows this has never been anything new. These women have always been trying to look and copy the appearance and beauty of other women's rather than focus on their own. Now, this is the fault of nobody other than themselves, but they'll continue to blame white people, black men, mixed women, whoever, to try to make everyone else feel bad for their own insecurities. Every single group of people on this earth that aren't white have been made fun of and belittled for their appearance compared to white people at different points in time. But only black women are the ones who can't figure out a way to love their natural selves and love their own hair. I said what I said. Now, even their whole, oh, we're only sold, quote unquote, products that are straight hair, wavy hair, kinky hair. The reason why you're sold all those products is because you made such a demand for them. You make hot combs, you make hair extensions to try to look like other races and phenotype of women, to try to imitate mixed women. And then you're shocked when you're sold those products. You're shocked when they show you women who have these hair types like myself naturally on the commercials. You're shocked when you see us as a representation for black women hair, black women with our hair type, when you were the ones who made a demand for it in the first place. How are you surprised? Again, these women will do one thing and then be surprised when they don't like the consequences of their actions and blame other people when they're the cause for it. It was so bad and black men hated it so much. Anyone who paid attention to the show Martin will notice that he was always making fun of Pam's hair, not Gina's. And dark-skinned black women will say, oh, well, it's because Martin was a colorist. It's because Martin had self-hate and Martin hated himself. No, it's because Gina would wear her actual hair. Show of hands, or just give me a comment section down below. How many episodes did you see Gina wear a wig or weaves? The ones I did see, I think I could count maybe on one hand, if that. Pam, every other episode, if not all of them. She was always wearing hair that was not her hair. Because again, these women are insecure in their hair and they won't grow it and focus on themselves. They'll just do things to add to their topical beauty, but they'll lack the character and the self-love and confidence on the inside, and it shows. Some of the comments under the YouTube short I was showing you guys earlier, I find funny and I found interesting, is the first one, which says she, referring to the black woman who wore her natural hair, was unbothered because she actually has hair. We all know the reason why the people who talk about, there was something on my phone I flicked away, sorry. The reason why they will always have something to say about hair is because they don't have any. So they're overcompensating for it. It's like the short guy who he knows he's short, so he gets super buff so that you can hopefully pay attention more to his muscles versus his height. That's exactly what they're doing. Then this comment also said, it's all about their insecurities. They wish they can rock their natural hair. I bet they're wearing weave that smell like a bag of Cheetos. Let's be honest. Even though we evolve, quote unquote, as a society, we really don't. Men and women basically want the same things in each other. And even though we can say otherwise, we do. That's just not one of the things that's going to change. And exotical women and exotical men have all the things that we need to succeed. And honestly, I just love seeing us win verbatim. So I don't care if it's you wearing wigs or weaves. If you do want to wear wigs and weaves while you grow out your hair, things of that nature, add-ons for your beauty, fine. But we do it in a way that it's not obvious. You do it in a way where it's close to your hair texture. You're wearing clean makeup. You just show your natural beauty. It shouldn't be where you take off the hair, you take off the nails, you take off the makeup, and you're a whole completely different woman. And mixed women aren't doing that. So all I'm saying is kudos to us, and let's keep up the good work.